Hola, amigos and amiguettes. Welcome back to Matt's Casual Cooking. And I want to welcome you also back to Mexican Month. And today we're going to be making cheese and corn tortillas. Very simple recipe that you can make at home and very fun also. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put together, and let's get to it.
All right, folks. So, again, before we start, if you could like, subscribe to my channel. I really enjoy making this again, and I'm really glad to be making all this really tasty food for you. So, thank you for doing that. So, for the ingredients for the tacos today, you're going to need at least 8 ounces of some sort of shredded cheese. Now, your best cheese is going to be your mozzarella. But I am using cheddar. Now you can use them separate or you can combine them. I'm going to be doing them separate today, and you do need a pack of yellow corn tortillas. Now, for your filling, if you're doing the cheese tacos, you're going to want to pre-make any sort of meat filling that you have. And if you're using frozen vegetables, you're going to want to cook it in with it. If not, you can see I've got pre-cut veggies here today, or if you just buy them from the store and cut them up, that is totally fine as well. You can also, if you do this, you can cook them in with the meat, but we're not going to be doing that today. Now, for your veggies, obviously, today I have peppers and onions, but you can certainly use like tomatoes, you can add some lettuce to that. Really just anything you can think of. And you're also going to need, for the cheese tacos, you're going to need some sort of press. You can see here I've got a taco press, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. But if you don't have something like this, you can certainly use your hands to flatten it out, or if you have like a burger press, you can use that as well, or you can possibly roll it out if you want to. So that's really it for that. And you're also going to need for it some wax paper. Now for the corn tortillas, you're going to need peanut oil and some aluminum foil, and you're going to need either a cast iron pan or a Dutch oven. I would suggest a cast iron pan today for this. These are usually a lot better for what we're going to do. But first, we're going to go over how to make the cheese tortillas, and we'll see you then. All right, folks, so you can see before we actually put the cheese into a ball to smash, you're going to want to take some wax paper and kind of put it in there at the crevice here. And then for your actual tortilla, you're going to want to take a good size cheese ball, probably almost close to a baseball size. Kind of put it in there, just kind of smash it down. And then what you would want to do is just kind of flip it around, kind of press down again, because the cheese is kind of thick, but that's okay. And then if you want to just kind of turn it, get out any spots that you think are a little bit thicker. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to set this off to the side because we got to make the other one. So once you're done doing that, we'll get to the cooking part. All right, folks, so right now we are ready to cook the cheese tortilla. And what I have over here is I just have a little taco holder. So after they're done, we can go ahead and actually add it in here. What I have over here that you can't see from the camera is I actually have my meat and my veggies over here. So you want to get out a good pan, and you want to kind of preheat it to probably low medium to medium only. We don't want to do this on high. We just want to kind of cook it nice and low. And then once it's kind of preheated a little bit, you want to take your tortilla, just kind of put it in one hand and kind of take it off, and it kind of fell apart. That's okay. It's going to melt back together. And now what we want to do is you want to take your meat, kind of put it a little bit here in the middle, and then just take your onion or whatever vegetable or topping you have, or if you just have meat, that's fine, and just kind of add a little bit on there. And then we're really looking for the sides to start melting, and then once that happens, we're actually going to kind of not flip it, but we're going to fold it over like a quesadilla, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it here on the holder. So I will show you after it's done. Alright folks, so right now the cheese has started to harden. So you want to take your spatula, and it's going to kind of be stuck to the pan, and you just want to kind of just gently stick it under there until it starts to come off. So then what we want to do is just flip it the best you can. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take some tongs, take it off, try to take it off from the top, and just set it right into your taco holder, just like this. So it will take a little bit for it to kind of melt and get hard like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the rest of them that I made, and then we're going to move on to the corn tortillas. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so right now we're going to fry the corn tortillas, but before we do that, we're actually going to make something to actually wrap the tortilla around to actually get it into more of a U-shaped tortilla for frying. So first what you want to do is you want to get out some sort of tube-like item. Now I'm using a rolling pin, but what I like to use is if you have a paper towel holder, an empty one, or like a toilet paper roll that's been used to wrap around, that's fine. But what we're going to do is you want to take out just a little bit at a time, about 8 to 10 inches or a little bit more, and you're just going to fold it once, kind of pull it out, and fold again. We're going to do about 3 to 4 folds on this. And I'm actually just going to cut it off here. It's a little broken, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect on the last fold, so we're just going to fold it back over this way. So now what we want to do is we just want to crimp the edges, the sides here, and that's going to help us kind of fold it in, kind of help us roll it. And then just kind of roll it or wrap it around whatever tube you kind of have. And so now you've just got your nice tube here. So what we're doing is you want to heat your peanut oil to 350 degrees, and then once that's done, we will go over the frying portion. So I will see you once it hits that temperature. Alright folks, so our peanut oil has hit about 340, but by the time we start doing it, it's going to be about 350. So in your pan, you want to fill it up about halfway to 3/4. And I'm going to show you two ways that I like to fry my corn tortilla shells. Now I do have the placeholders over here that we can put them in. So the first is you're going to take your aluminum foil and you're going to wrap your corn tortilla around it. Now if you have some tongs with a plastic end, that would be better than what I'm using right now. But you just want to kind of slightly grip the end here. And you just want to put this into the oil. It wants to cooperate today. Now I'll kind of have to drop the other end here, but you just want to kind of hold it for a couple minutes. And probably only about a minute or two. You don't want to go too long or the bottom's going to really brown and it can go south pretty fast. Alright, so you can see the bottom is starting to brown a little bit, so that's what we're looking for. And then what you want to do is you just want to turn it sideways and just again set it in the oil for about a minute or two, kind of let it fry. Alright, and so the second way we can do this, if you're feeling brave enough, but temperature control is key, so you want to make sure that after you put your corn tortillas in that you just check the temperature again, because it will pull out some of the heat while you're cooking. So you kind of want to try to get it back up to that temperature. So just go ahead and kind of sit over it just like this with your hands. Now you can see I kind of have a more narrow kind of bottom to it. Then what I'm going to do is, once it starts to kind of brown up a little bit, I'm just going to let it fold over like this. So this edge is a more kind of V shape. I'm actually just going to kind of let it go, get the tongs and just kind of flip it over. It's really kind of up to you, but this will fry a little bit faster this way because the whole thing is submerged. So just try to get off as much oil as you can and then just put it off to let dry. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up here with the rest of the corn tortillas, but I will see you after I'm done. Alright folks, so you can see after I finish the sides, I have them cooling here on the rack as well. Now, if you have these and you want to, and you're cooking a lot of them, you can put a wire rack over a pan, put a paper towel underneath it, and let them air dry. Now, you can put these in an airtight container and let them sit for only about 5 days, and then after that they really won't be that good anymore. And as you can see here, the cheese on the cheddar cheese is very crispy, very good as well. So if you enjoyed making this recipe today, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for being here for Mexican Month with me, and I want to say adios.